Hello, class. Welcome back to yet another school year. My name is Mr. B. To my left is Mr. Q. To my right is Mr. M. And we are going to be your physical education teachers for this school year. We hope that you guys all had a great summer break and are ready to learn. So without further ado, let's get into our lesson. So today's lesson is going to be an icebreaker lesson. We're going to get more into that in just a second. But the idea is we really want to get to know each other so we could set ourselves up for success for the remainder of the year. It's going to be divided into 3 different activities, with activity 1 being the shoe ID aspect, which is going to be led by Mr. Q. Activity 2 is going to be called the hog call, which is going to be led by Mr. M. And last but not least is going to be activity 3, better letter, which will be led by myself, Mr. B. So very exciting stuff. We're not going to give you guys any context just yet because we're going to have a little surprise up our sleeves within each activity. Next thing we're going to get into is our materials needed, as we're not going to need too much, but at one point of the lesson, we are going to ask you guys to get a paper and pencil, and we're going to be using a large open space, which will be the gymnasium for the day. So now we're going to get into why icebreakers are so important. To begin with, they help create a relaxed environment where students share ideas and participate more fully in the class. It's going to encourage students to share ownership for the learning environment of the class. It's also going to build rapport among students and foster a productive learning environment. And lastly, it's going to prepare students for collaborative group work, something we strive to do each and every day within our classes. Just before we hand it off to Mr. Q, we are going to display both the standards and objectives up on the screen for you guys to view. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Take us away, Mr. Q.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. Q. So today's PE class, we're going to start off with an icebreaker activity called the shoe ID. So the first thing I want everyone to do is to take off one of their shoes, and then you're going to place your shoe in a pile over here. And then once you have your one of your shoes in that pile, you're going to walk back here down to the baseline in a single file line and wait for further instructions. It may seem weird that we're doing this activity. You might have expensive shoes on, or you might be thinking, I don't want to take off my shoes. That's fine. The main idea of this activity is we're trying to get into a vulnerable position where we can learn more about each other, and then we're going to learn about facts about one another, and then you're going to be learning new things, moving around. It's going to be fun. All right, guys? All right, let's start the activity. All right, everyone, what I want you to do is to now find a shoe in the pile that is not yours, and then once you have a shoe that is not yours, you're going to now stand on the opposite end over here. All right, guys, ready, go. So just find a shoe that's not yours and stand on the opposite end over here. All right, cool.
Is yours?
That is mine. Wow,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's mine right there.
Oh, nice. Okay. It's awesome that we both have the same shoe. We found each other.
I know, right? That's awesome.
What 3 things that I don't know about you?
Oh yeah, let's see. I just hiked to the top of Mount Baldy. My parents are getting a new car, and because I've been so good at school, I'm gonna get a new hamster tomorrow.
Oh, that is so awesome. I love hamsters.
Yeah. So, what 3 things don't I know about you?
I love skateboarding. I love Hannah Montana. I listen to her every day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And my last thing, I wear a size 14 shoe.
Oh yeah. Oh, I did know that about you.
I'm only 10 years old.
All right, everyone, we've now sitting in a circle, and now what I want you to do is I want you to explain your partner's 3 things that you didn't know about them. So, Brayden, what did you learn about Mike?
So I have Mike's shoe. Really cool thing about Mike, he's doing really well in school, and he's gonna get a new hamster. He went up to Mount Baldy and hiked it all the way to the top. And lastly, his parents are getting a new car.
Nice, cool. All right, Mike, what did you learn about Brayden?
Well, 3 things I learned about Brayden is that he really loves skating, so that's cool, skate or die. He also loves Hannah Montana. Man, I love the best of both worlds too. That's really cool.
Me too.
And the third thing is that, oh, wait, there was a third thing. It was, it's a size 14 shoe, and he's only in like middle school. So, yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, thanks guys. All right, everyone, good job on that first activity. I hope you're able to learn new things about your partner. Now we're gonna move on to our second activity, which will be headed by Mr. M right here. So take it away, Mr. M.
We'll just have a brief discussion about what the accommodations we'll have. Of course, we're going to have class aides available to assist any students. Just go ahead and raise your hand and let the aide know that you need assistance. Instructions will be repeated and clarified as needed for anyone that needs any more help. For the hog call activity, that one will be next. Okay, and the standard for this, we're going to analyze the role of social interaction in the successful participation and in the employment of adventure and outdoor activities. Our objective will be for the students to demonstrate their ability to communicate clearly with group mates within each task for optimal performance. And understanding group mates will be vital to the success of this activity. Okay, thank you, Mr. Q. So now for the next activity, what we're going to have you guys do is you're going to pick a different partner from the previous activity. What I want you guys to go ahead and do right now, find a different partner, and when you do, you're going to discuss among yourselves and you're going to think about an animal or a machine. Okay, so go ahead and do that right now. Find a different partner.
Oh, do you have a partner? No, do you have a partner?
I don't have a partner.
All right, cool.
Brayden, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Peter.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so we got to figure out a machine and an animal.
Yeah, we got to do both.
Right.
Yeah.
So what animal do you think is a good animal?
The first animal that came to my head was a cow.
A cow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like cows. Why not?
Okay.
And then the machine, my dad rides motorcycles. I like motorcycles. You're fine with motorcycles?
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool.
Cows and motorcycles, nice.
Cows and motorcycles. All right, sick. All right, so we got a cow and a motorcycle. Who should be who?
You know, I had the cow idea. Maybe I'll just be the cow. Are you okay with being the motorcycle?
Yeah, that's fine. I can be the motorcycle.
Okay. I wonder what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
All right, everyone, did we find a partner? Okay, everyone assigned an animal or a machine?
Yes.
All right, good. So now what I want to happen is everyone who is a machine, I want you to go over here to this side of the gym. And if you're an animal, I want you to walk to that side of the gym. All right, and what you're gonna do is you're all gonna close your eyes and you're all gonna find your partner by making the noise of the machine that you were assigned or the animal that you were assigned. And you're gonna walk across the gym using just your, making the noise of the, that you were assigned and using your hearing to find your partner. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that right now.
Oh, I found you. Yes. Oh my god, that was hard.
That made me feel uncomfortable. Oh my god.
I was definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent job finding your partners, everyone. I know that was a little uncomfortable, but you guys managed to work through it and find your partners. We'll just have a brief discussion about what the accommodations we'll have. And of course, we're going to have aides available to assist any students. Again, instructions will be repeated and clarified as needed, and interpreters will be available for anyone who needs that. Better letter activity. The standard for this activity is going to be to analyze the role and that cooperation and leadership play in the adventure and outdoor activities. Our objective will be for students to reflect on how their cooperation within pairs of 2 and 4 groups of 4 differed, while also considering what factors contributed to success. So now that you guys found each other, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and move to the next corner, and Mr. B is going to take over from here. Mr. B, let him know what to do.
All right, everybody, great job through the first 2 activities. That was perfectly designed. So right now I want you to go and grab your partner from the shoe ID game, as well as your partner from the hog call game. You guys should be in groups of 4 to 5 right now. So go ahead and find those groups right now. Ready, go.
Oh, hey, Brayden.
Yes.
What's up? Okay, good.
We found each other.
Yeah. No.
Now we just got, I think, oh, it was Peter. Peter over here.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there you guys are.
Awesome.
All right,
Cool.
okay, cool.
Happy we found our group.
All right, so let's do the next activity, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wonder what it's going to be.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
All right, class, now that we've found our partners from the first and second activity, I'm going to be passing out these note cards. Very fun. This activity is going to be called Better Letter. So without context, I don't want any of you guys to talk to each other. I'm going to hand out 4 cards between each partner in your group. You guys are going to choose 4 different letters in the alphabet. Make sure you don't talk about this within your group. Within the next 2 minutes or so, each of you guys should end up with 4 cards with different letters on them. Ready, go. All right, everybody, it looks like everybody's created their letters. Very awesome. Now you may all spread them out. I'm gonna hand out a piece of paper to all of you. You guys are gonna use the letters that you created with your team to create as many words as you possibly can within the next 5 to 6 minutes. You may not repeat letters unless you have multiple of the same letters. So very competitive within this next piece. Let's see how far we have come within this icebreaker lesson today. So get in your groups, get ready, go.
Okay. I'll write down the words, and you and Braden, let's just call them out, and I'll write them down.
Yeah, all right, sounds good.
Let's see. I
got-
can think of maze.
Yeah, that's a good one. You got LIFE, you can write down life if you want. You got 2 A's, 2 R's.
All right, I see make. Perfect.
Realize.
Realize, perfect, okay. We could put fire.
Fire's good.
All right, pencils down. That was the end of our 5-minute segment. Yeah, really exciting stuff though. By a raise of hands, who thinks they had the most words created in that 5 minutes?
We did.
I did.
We
Okay.
did.
What did you have?
We had 6 words.
6 words, nice. What did you and your group have, Mike?
We only had 5. Or
Okay.
more.
So not to feel bad about that at all. That actually wasn't the point of the lesson. This lesson was to combine our first 2 activities. We wanted to see if we could make connections with one another and if that would have an impact on our communication, our overall team success, our excitement about the different activities, and I think we really did that. So really, main emphasis, we got to know each other, we got a little uncomfortable, and now we saw some really good results, and you guys were able to have really, really effective teamwork within this activity. So really great job, guys.
Before moving on, remember that we do have aids available to assist students. Instructions will be repeated and clarified as needed with the help of interpreters and aides.
Okay, everyone, I'm sure that was awkward and a little uncomfortable for some of you, but we were able to go through it because of our teamwork and trust in each other. I hope that you all learned how to work together and how to communicate effectively with one another, despite there being some obstacles in your way. Something that all 3 activities had in common was the fact that you needed to talk to someone else in the class. You needed to work on your communication skills in all 3 activities, despite some of the things you needed to do today were a bit weird or wacky. That was the whole point though. Doing weird things with your classmates allowed you guys to step out of your comfort zone and really communicate with them. For example, during the hog call activity, I know that it was a little scary walking around with your eyes closed. I wear glasses. I understand how valuable of a sense sight is. I understand that it was also a little ridiculous to be making those strange noises to each other. However, I know that even though you were doing these things that were uncertain to you, I bet that you all felt a little better because everyone else in the class was doing the same thing along with you. There's a sense of community and camaraderie when all of you are doing something to achieve a single goal. There was a progression today. You got to know someone that you might not have known as well as you did before today's lesson. You then had to do that ridiculous activity with everyone else in the class. And finally, you worked together with those same people to find as many words as you could have with your letters. You went from possibly strangers to strongly bonded group members. And that's the amazing part about effective communication. Great job today. I'm proud of the work you all have done. And I'll hand it back over to Mr. M to send you off with your exit ticket.
So now, together individually, you can work on this as a group. You're going to write down how the icebreaker activities allowed you to effectively display teamwork, clearly communicate with your classmates, and share leadership in three activities that we did today. So go ahead and work on that together and turn it in at the end of class. Thank you guys for your participation. We really appreciate it.